Hello everyone! Happy Love Month! This month is February and it's Matters of the Heart, and today I just want to discuss to you about Matters of the Heart, but a big decision for all women. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Life's Practicality, where life is lived the simplest, yet practical and elegant. So let me just share to you maybe a brief decision of how I came to this point. Last year I got hitched, and of course my last name has been changed. But before we go to so far, I just want to share and welcome all the brides to be here. To all the brides to be here, take a deep breath. Relax. It's not the end of the world. It's not something scary. It should be fun, exciting, and if you would be able to get this title, Chill Bride, then you are on your way to have a wonderful wedding. So let me just break down bride. 5 steps on how to be a chill bride. I know it's hard. A lot of people, I don't even know why people call me chill bride. Especially this time, I tried planning my wedding a year ahead and pandemic came, everything is changing. Plus, I'm also very busy with other responsibilities, but these 5 steps, I hope it will help you. So let's start with letter B. Go back to basics. If you know the basics, you will never go wrong. These are the essential things that you should have, not too much, and it's the simplest thing that should be part of your planning. So if you know the basics, then you would know if you like to go extravagance, stay simple, or in the middle of it. And they say there's really nothing wrong with staying simple with the basics and a little touch of glow. So go with the basics. Step number 2 or lesson number 2, letter R. Review everything that you have went through, especially a little girl's desire. Try to remember when you were a little girl, imagining the white gown that you were wearing and how you transitioned slowly into becoming a woman. But be careful if you review not to be influenced by what's out there. Nothing wrong with checking other suppliers or other ideas out there. In fact, you actually have to have a good suppliers. I say good suppliers because these suppliers will actually help you to be a chill bride. Let me insert to you a bit of subtle lesson that I want to share to you. When I was choosing suppliers, attitude is the number one thing that I look for. Whether you are a famous designer, makeup artist, hairdresser, coordinator, photographer, attitude for me is number one. So these suppliers, once you put them together and you have one core factor, which is attitude, you will be a chill bride. Okay? So review, don't be shy to look around, research. Part of review, your past and your little girl's dream, insert research in the picture. Step number 3, letter I. Imagine the kind of bride that you want to be. Do you want to be a ball gown bride? Or do you want to be a simple, glowing bride, natural beauty, reflecting inside out? If you imagine the day that you want to become the bride, you will have more vision, and you will also know what you need to do and what type of suppliers that has to be part of your team. You cannot be a bride on your own. You need to be having a team. It can be your family members or maybe an entourage, depending on you. Especially this time during COVID, I think this has already, awoken a lot of people and awoken a lot of women that getting married doesn't have to be extravagant, but it can still be elegant. Okay? Step number 4, letter D. Decide on what you want to do on the day. Who you want to pick. Whether it's a long list of entourage, it's a long ceremony, or a simple, short, yet sweet ceremony. Everything falls with the step number 4. Decision is very important. There will be a lot of voices from your family members, from your friends. Bakit ganito lang yung entourage mo? Bakit dito yung venue mo? Why is it like your flowers are like this and your theme is this? If you decide what you want, you would know which voice to listen. There would be noises, but there will also be good inputs from these kinds of suggestions. And last is letter E, execute. Once you decide something, do not be afraid to execute. Execution is very important. Once you execute, when people will start questioning your execution, go back to your letter D that you've already made the decision and there's no going back or retracting your execution. So let me just recap. I hope this really helps you in planning your wedding. I know it's crazy, but let me just add pala last from the letter B. Alam ko bumalik ako, but important is know your budget. Because if you went out ahead of it, or you went extra and you're not mindful about your budget, you will not just regret spending so much, but at the end of the day, remember your budget has to be for you and your groom's experience, not for people out there. This is your day. This is supposed to be you creating your memory between you and your groom and your husband to be. So important is budget. So let me just recap and give you 2 B's. Go for basic. You will never go wrong with the basics. And budget. Know your budget. Try to stick to it. Maybe if you exceed a bit, at least hindi sobrang laki. With a budget in mind, you would know also which suppliers to look for, if you can afford or not. And then letter R stands for review your dream. If you have a childhood dream, if you have a wedding dream. For me personally, I really didn't have a wedding dream. I just wanted simple, basic, and elegant. And at the same time, do your research. Then letter I, imagine the day what kind of a bride you would like to be. Letter D, decide and stand to your decision. And letter E, execute and stand firm with your execution. I hope these 5 tips of making you a chill bride would really give you hope and encouragement that, to be honest, a wedding is your day. It doesn't have to be stressful. You don't have to allow any anxiety or any worries to come into the picture. At the end of the day, it's a marriage that you have to work for, and it's a long-term process. I hope you learned a thing or two from me. After all, this is a channel about life's practicality. If you like my video, please feel free to share perhaps to your bride-to-be, fellow bride-to-be, other women out there, or even suppliers that you'd like to encourage. Feel free to share, like my channel, and subscribe. Happy preparation as a bride and wife-to-be, and I wish you well, best wishes, and stay glowing. Bye!